Hey folks, Amanda Wildeman here, your Green Party candidate for the riding of Fredericton York. Today I want to share some thoughts with you on true leadership. One of the very premises of running for politics is that we each have ideas that we think are the best way to move New Brunswick forward. And the biggest challenge I have with that is acknowledging that no one person can have every good idea. No one person can be an expert in absolutely every field that touches our everyday lives. And so that's where we need each and every one of you to bring forward your expertise and share that with us. Here's a few points that I would like to comment on. These are points of agreement that I share with my fellow candidates who are also seeking representation here in Fredericton York. So for example, I wholeheartedly agree with the People's Alliance that we need to stop spraying New Brunswick. We need to stop spraying our forests for the health of our people, our plants and our animals, and for the financial health of our province. This forestry practice is outdated and it brings little to no economic benefit to the average person here. With the NDP, they're calling for an increase to a $15 minimum wage. Myself and the Green Party both agree with this. If you work 40 hours a week, you should not have to wonder where you're going to get your next meal from. That is a huge priority. I agree with Amber Bishop, who is the Liberal candidate for our riding, on the need for more support in our education system. We are literally setting up our teachers and our children for failure by filling our classrooms to the brim and not giving the teachers the resources they need to truly make our inclusive classroom policy a success. And of course, I agree with Kirk MacDonald, who's been our MLA in this area for the past 5 terms. He has been a champion for rural New Brunswick. He has been a champion for seniors and healthcare in the Stanley area. And this community would likely not have that clinic or that seniors care home if it weren't for the excellent work that he's done in those areas. So hats off to all of these great ideas that are out there. We need more of them. So, as much as I agree with my fellow candidates on some of their ideas as to how New Brunswick can become the best place to live and work, I still believe that the Green Party is the best and, in my mind, the only choice to move New Brunswick forward in this upcoming election. The Green Party differentiates itself in that we do not have a party whip. So that concept, if you're not familiar with it, means that somebody makes a decision and tells all of the MLAs that they need to vote a certain way on many issues. It used to be in Canada that the whip or the voting with your party was only enforced on budget matters, and now it's enforced basically across the board. So the Green Party, as a Green Party candidate and future MLA, I will never vote with my party over the needs of the people in Fredericton York. That's a huge priority for me. Another priority for me is listening and learning to others. We cannot move New Brunswick forward without collaboration. So just as I've pointed out some highlights of the things that I believe my fellow candidates share that are excellent ideas, I am committed to working with them on those excellent ideas, even if we are from different parties. One thing a professor from my university once said was, the biggest thing we should ever hope for in an argument or a discussion is that we're wrong. Not because anyone wants to be wrong, but because that means we've learnt. And that means ultimately the best idea has surfaced from all of the bright minds who are coming forward. So, can we work together? Can we work and stand up for our constituents? And finally, I'll leave you with the thought of, how can somebody represent you if they do not live in your riding? I really believe that to represent the people of a certain place, you need to be one of those people from that certain place, not somebody from somewhere else trying to pretend that you care about the needs of that area. So I live here. This is my home. I would love to work with you to make Fredericton York the best place to live and work.